So for people who didn't know, Ric Flair on this database was in a written deal. I put him on an exclusive pay-per-view appearance deal because it worked better for what the size of WCW. Because when I started up the save, WCW was not a cult company, they were just below it. Because of the popularity of what was given to them. For some reason in my database they weren't a cult company, so that's why a lot of the wrestlers from WCW joined WWF. Hello everyone, welcome to episode number 5. I can't remember now, I did just check, 5, yeah. So anyone who's wondering why we have people like Mick Foley and all that lot, it's not, some of them were on pay-per-view appearance deal, and that's how I hired them, like Brian Pillman and stuff, but I made a few of the bigger names like Ric Flair exclusive pay-per-view appearance deal because it worked, because I've looked into it, and back then written deals weren't a thing apart from until Hogan joined, so it made more sense, and yeah, kind of allowed us to hire him. That's how it works. But in a bad decent match, number cheap, Brian Pillman defeat Dave Finlay in 8-7 by pin for the Inseguri. Dave Finlay 40, Brian Pillman 71, no work around 63C. Nice. In a poor match, Alman Heat defeated the Bushwhackers in 8-20 when Stevie Ray defeated Bushwhacker Luke by pin for the Towering Inferno. Butch 56, Luke 41, Stevie Ray 44, Booker T 45. Butch in performance, these 12 great chemistry tagging together. 33C minus. Immediately showed from Mankind. And then Sid Vicious just cuts a random, standard backstage promo about how good he is and he's the freak and no one's going to beat him. So on and so forth. In about these wrestling number cheat, Sid Vicious defeated Tiger Mask in 5:48 by pin with the powerbomb. Tiger Mask 42, Sid Vicious 53, Vicious in performance. Now, I know Vicious wasn't the best in-ring wrestler, but I'm going to try and make him the best in-ring wrestler. Sid Vicious is one of those wrestlers I like, and most people didn't like. Same with Kevin Nash. In a decent match, the Rock and Roll Express defeated Nadine and Owen Hart in 7:04 when Robert Gibson defeated Owen Hart both in the double drop kick. Robert Gibson 57, Ricky Morton 59, Owen Hart 65, Jim Nadine Hart 60. Ricky Morton in performance, Owen Hart in performance, and Jim in flying at 65C. And your main event of the night is Big Boss Man versus the Ringmaster. I should have checked this. It's Yokozuna and Ted DiBiase. Awesome. So, on Raw this week you've got that match, Raw next week you got that match, Raw the week after you've got that match, and then the winners of all these matches will team up and face their opposing people for the semi-finals on the final Raw in a tag team main event. But in a good match, Big Boss Man defeated the Ringmaster in 15:26 by pinfall. The Ringmaster 62, Big Boss Man 69, Big Boss Man in Technical 64C. That's where we end the show with a 63C. That is absolutely stunning and beautiful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys live once again for another edition of Monday Night Raw. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Hello, 10,442 people at the Idaho Center Amphitheater. The video is hyping Vader, Taker, Ted, Slaughter, Flair, Randy, Murphy, and Davey Boy. 74B minus. We've got to the venue, we see excited fans, and then Bret Hart music hits as he comes out to the ring, and Bret's like, thanks for the reception tonight. Look, now, a monster is rolling over the WWF and it's time for a change. I want my title back. I want to give these fans a champion they can be proud of. Vader, in 4 weeks, is King of the Ring, and it's going to be my night when I cash in my rematch against you. So be ready, because it is Hart's time. So we got our first big match booked for the King of the Ring this year. It's going to be Bret Hart versus... Bret Hart needs to be at the top, I'm afraid. Versus Vader for the WWF Championship. Yep, ignoring. So Bret Hart versus Vader, 74B minus, not bad. Won't be the main event of the night, of course. But in a superb match, the Four Horsemen, Trilly, Arn, and Rick defeat Randy, Sargent, Slaughter, and Diamond Dallas Page in 7:41 when Ric Flair defeat Diamond Dallas Page by from the figure 4 leg lock. Flair 89, Arn Anderson 83, Trilly Manchester 69, Diamond Dallas Page 55, Slaughter 74, Randy Savage 89. No worker improvement, 73B minus. Ric Flair don't like Arn Anderson. In a decent match, the Natural Disasters defeated Steiner Brothers in 7:42 when Earthquake defeated Scott Steiner by pin with the running senton bomb. The Natural Disasters make defense number 8 of their WWF World Tag Team titles. Scott Steiner 67, Rick Steiner 59, Typhoon 57, Earthquake 70, no work improvements, 72B minus. And then we got Gene like, welcome back to Raw. Joining me at this time, Macho Man, Randy Savage. And he's like, oh yeah, Mr. Ted, you got me kicked out of the King of the Ring, and you think that's going to stand? Oh no. Macho Mania is going to run wild on you tonight, and at the King of the Ring, oh yeah, 77B. Beautiful. And then we see Razor Ramon still tied up, and we got Paul Bearer and the Undertaker, and they're like, oh yes, it is coming. The King of the Ring is coming. On that night, Razor, you'll face my Undertaker for the Intercontinental. We'll let you go this time. Oh yes. Oh yes. But remember, you see what we're doing to Shawn. It could be you. What the hell are they doing to Shawn? I don't know. I've kind of kept the entire match card for the King of the Ring a bit of a quiet one because I was like, yep, this is going to happen. Because once we get the... once they start doing monthly pay-per-views and stuff, everything from SummerSlam to King of the Ring, SummerSlam, Survivor Series and Royal Rumble and that, I'm going to have to move around a little bit so I can do my free pay-per-view method. So... everything probably might move. So I know SummerSlam will move to September, and so on and so forth. 68C plus. In a decent match, Juice von der Liger defeated Mankind in 824 by putting the Shooting Star Press. Mankind 62, Juice von der Liger 66. Mankind improving performance and Liger in performance 69C plus. Beautiful. In the poor match, IRS defeated Dos Caras in 553 by putting the Stock Market Crash. IRS 57, Dos Caras 32, no work room, so 51D plus. Shit match, basically. Next up is Yokozuna versus Ted DiBiase. In about good heat, great heat, and decent wrestling, Yokozuna defeated Ted DiBiase in 1529 by putting the Bonsai Drop after distraction by Randy. Yokozuna 54, Ted DiBiase 63, Yokozuna technical and performance. He's still improving. So it does mean at King of the Ring you'll get to see, we'll book it in next. That is your first semi-final match. Will be at the King of the Ring. It will be Yokozuna versus Davey Boy Smith. Now, our show is going to suck shit ass because of that main event. I was hoping for Ted DiBiase, having Ted DiBiase. I thought Ted DiBiase might be able to pull out a good match there. So next week is Arn Anderson versus Great Muta. Fucking hell. There's a reason why the WWE is shut. Arn Anderson, the Great Muta. Well, he's an upper mid-carder and he's a good wrestler, so yeah. That'll be next week on Raw. 59C main event. We're going to end the show there because 64C lost popularity in other regions. As per usual. We're getting used to this now. Later, I'll see you guys again next week for Raw Superstars and Monday Night Raw. Welcome back. So, I've just started in the episode. I've edited the way our wrestlers are rated. Now, before I get into this, I always have my wrestlers rated equally on in-ring performance and popularity. Every single series you watch, my product is exactly the same on every single company. I work with that product because I understand it. But it doesn't seem to be working for this series. It doesn't seem to want to work. So, I have edited it now so that the wrestlers are rated more on popularity than they are on in-ring performance. And that's where we begin tonight. In a decent match, Coco Beware defeated IRS in 740 by pin for the Birdbuster. Coco Beware 49, IRS 55. No work improvements. That's the in-ring performances. 54C minus. In a decent match, the Blue Brothers defeated the Rock and Roll Express in 550 when Don Harris defeated Robert Gibson by pin for the H-Bomb. Robert Gibson 63, Ricky Morton 67, Don Harris 45, Ron Harris 45, sorry, and Don got a 49. Ricky Morton performance. F62C. We have a music video showing to promote Masahiro Chono. Then Carmella cuts a backstage promo. And then in about a good rest in a decent match of the crowd, Carmella, I can't ever say his name properly, defeated Bam Bigelow in 816 by pinfall on Air Africa. Bam Bigelow 71, he got a 62. He improved in technical. 66C plea. C3's plus. In a decent match, Dynamite Kid defeated Mankind in 811 by pinning the diving headbutt. Mankind 55. Dynamite Kid 62. Mankind in performance, 65C. Your main event of the night is Randy Savage versus Mr. Perfect. And in an exceptional match, Mr. Perfect defeated Randy Savage in 14:51 by submission after a distraction from Ted DiBiase. Mr. Perfect and Randy Savage were great chemistry showed in their performance at the announced test. Big John Studd was weak. Mr. Perfect 93, Savage 93, no work improvements. That's where we end tonight's episode of Superstars. We're a 76B minus. So already you're seeing the change. So hopefully Raw's going to be good this week. With our main event of Honest of the Great Muta, probably not. Anyway, let's get on with it. I'll see you at Raw. It would help if I click this and said see you at Raw. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. We got no fear, no devil in a bottle. We got 10,411 people at the USF Sundome as we see Vader, Bret Hart, Slaughter. The opening package. And Teddy Bossie's backstage. He goes, "Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Joining me now, Teddy Bossie." And he's like, "Randy, you've got me knocked out the King of the Ring. Now this is Raw, and at the King of the Ring is Savage versus me. And I'm going to tell you right now, everyone has a price. I'm going to make you suffer and regret what you did. And this week on Superstars, I'm going to make you lose your match like you did me." And as you already know, that happens. Because, yeah, we've already taped that. We got no fear, no doubt, we're balling a ball out. Yeah, so Randy Savage versus Ted DiBiase live on pay-per-view in around about 3 weeks' time. 68C plus, not bad. Not bad promo there. In next year's short match, the Natural Disasters defeat the Eliminators in 4:41 when Earthquake defeat Perry Saturn both from the Big Splash. The Natural Disasters make defense number 9 of the tag team titles. Perry Saturn 29, John Kurs 26, Typhoon 28, Earthquake 69, no work improvements, a 56C minus. In about a great heat, good heat and decent wrestling, Sid Vicious defeat Crush in 8:26 by pin the Powerbomb. Crush 49, Sid Vicious 52, no work improvements, 55C minus. You want a match with me at King of the Ring? Good luck. I have beaten you once, and I'm going to do it all over again live on pay-per-view, and it's going to be my time, because I am Vader, and it is Vader time. 75B minus. Next up we have Razor. And he goes, "So you kidnapped me. Oh well, Chico. It made me hungry for the Intercontinental title. I want the gold, and I want it now. And at King of the Ring, I'm going to beat you and become the Intercontinental champion." 71C plus. In an exceptional match, Ric Flair defeated Sergeant Slaughter in 8:26 by submission with a figure 4 leg lock. Slaughter 77, Ric Flair 87, no work improvements, 76B minus. In about fantastic heat and good wrestling, The Undertaker defeated Truly Blanchard in 7:37 by pinfall the Tombstone Pile Driver. The Undertaker makes defense number 2 of his Intercontinental title. Truly Blanchard 67, Undertaker 70, no work improvements, 76B minus. After the match, Razor Ramon attacks The Undertaker, beating him up. As you do. And then in an exceptional match, Arn Anderson defeated Great Muta in 15:06 by submission. Arn Anderson 82, Great Muta 75, no work improvements, an 80 fucking B. These two did an 80B. Was not expecting that from Arn Anderson or Great Muta. We now know that Arn Anderson has gone through and is confirmed to be on the King of the Ring pay-per-view. I can't do this. I was originally just going to sign Arn Anderson and Truly Blanchard and not have Ric Flair, but yeah. Ric Flair might not be around for long because he's only got a 6-month contract. And yeah, he's going to be gone before. He's going to be gone in the next 2 weeks because of how long I signed him for. I just signed him to get out of his WCW contract, which sounds really horrible, but that's literally what I did. So next week it's going to be Bam Bam Bigelow versus Jerry Lawler. That's not going to be a good one. I'm just going to say that now. It's Bam Bam Bigelow versus Jerry Lawler, which is another heel versus heel. Did I not set up the King? All the final matches are going to... The whole entire last quarter is heel versus heel. Well, it's an interesting King of the Ring. Shall I have a look what the show did before I cut you off? A 77B, it lost as increased our popularity in 1, but only lost as in 4. That is the best Raw we've done. So I'm sticking to what I'm doing now. I'm sticking to my guns and sticking to this. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week on Monday Night Raw. Tonight, the war begins. Hello everyone. WWF Monday Night Raw's got to be the best show we put on in our freaking careers tonight. We need to prove that WCW is shit. They've stolen Ric Flair on a 10-year contract. Because I tried to sign a 10-year contract and they offered him more money and he's gone to WCW for 10 years. Because I wanted to keep him. And they now have started Monday Nitro. They've cancelled all their TV deals are ended. And they're just doing Monday Nitro and Saturday Night Main Event. Oh, Lord. This database is about to get exciting. Well, tonight in Above Had Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat, Johnny Polo defeated Dave Finlay in 8:25 by pinfall of the year. Evan Flow DDT. Dave Finlay 39, Johnny Polo 44. No work rooms for 44D. In About Had Decent Wrestling, the Jet Set defeated Harlem Heat in 8:23 and Rey Mysterio Jr. defeated Stevie Ray by pinfall of Mr. Honor. Stevie Ray 44, Booker T 45, Rey Mysterio Jr. 50, Eddie Guerrero 61, No Working Runes 55, 56, C-. Bret Hart versus Vader storyline hype. Ahead of their match at King of the Ring. We're only 2 weeks out from King of the Ring now, so yeah. And some of the events on this show will kind of be hinted at on that will be happening on Raw, but you remember this is pre-tape prior to Raw, so it doesn't, it all makes sense in the long run. In one way or another. In About Fantasy and Great Wrestling, Yokozuna defeated Sergeant Slaughter by pinfall the Bonsai Drop. Sergeant Slaughter and Yokozuna have great chemistry in their performance. Sergeant Slaughter 77, 69. Yokozuna performance. That's what I mean by these wrestlers are now bloody good. 660 plus. Miz is trying to promote Crush. And then we invite Hunter Hearst Helmsley up for one night only. And in About These Wrestling Rumble Sheet, Hunter Hearst Helmsley defeated Crush defeated Hunter Hearst Helmsley in 7:48 by the Heart Punch. Hunter Hearst 38, Crush 60. Hunter Hearst in performance. We're just seeing how he's getting on. Bring him up for one night. He's still down in our little training grounds. Once we feel he's ready, he'll come up and he will perform. I'm also watching Raw from June 9th, 1997, the night after King of the Ring, because many of you might not know, but I use the network, and I'm watching every single episode of Raw and Nitro and all the pay-per-views to present day, so, I'll probably eventually catch myself up in about 4 years' time, but there you go. 55C-. I am watching current wrestling as well. I'm not watching SmackDown because it's a load of tosh. I watched it last week and I regret it. The Undertaker versus Mr. Perfect is your main event, and the Intercontinental title will be on the line. Oh, yeah. In an exceptional match, The Undertaker defeated Mr. Perfect in 14 minutes 35 by pinfall the Tombstone Pile Driver. The Undertaker makes defense number 3 of his WWF Intercontinental title. The reason I'm doing these sort of matches now on Superstars is because this is the only show we have coverage in the UK on. So, yeah. Big John Studd still bloody weak. Mr. Perfect 86, The Undertaker 69, No Work Performance 78B-. Not bad. That's where we. And after the match, of course, Razor Ramon comes out and attacks The Undertaker, hitting the Razor's edge, hyping up King of the Ring. Bum 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 bum. Gears is a 73B-. I'm not really bothered about this show. I think that's a pretty good show. We need to concentrate on Raw. So I expect lots of big names, lots of big matches throughout the night. I ain't going cheap tonight because. Yeah, we got WCW. Oh, I forgot to change the backdrop. Oh well, do it next one. We've got one more. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you for Monday Night Raw. So, very similar to what we do with TNA Wrestling, where we look at what WWE's done on a Monday night. We're going to have a look and see what WCW did tonight. But, first off, we've got to go through our show. 69C Plus is opening us up tonight. Hey, yo! Now, The Undertaker's not here tonight because he's going to be on Superstars. Well, I'm coming to send a message. I'm coming to kick your ass after your match. I have told you I'm going to win that Intercontinental title, and that is what I'm going to do. Chico. 69C Plus, and then in typical WWF fashion, that follows by a nice opening package, which sees Bret Hart, Boss Man on, Davey, Randy, Sergeant Slaughter, Ted DiBiase, and The Undertaker. 77B, not bad. In a decent match, Stan Hansen defeated Diamond Dallas Page in 6:52 by pinfall the Lariat. Stan Hansen 70, DDP 50, No Work Performance 68C plus. The war is on tonight, guys, by the way. We've got to put on a good show. In a decent match, the Head Shrinkers defeated the Steiners, the Rock and Roll Express, and Natural Disaster in 7:35 when Samu defeated Ricky Morton by pinfall the diving headbutt. The Head Shrinkers are now the tag team champions. Scott Steiner 63, Rick Steiner 66, Fatu 51. Samu 57, Robert Gibson 55, Ricky Morton 55, Typhoon 57, Earthquake 73, Earthquake in Technical, and Ricky Morton in Performance. Earthquake could just possibly be a main event on his own, to be honest. But yeah, that's a brilliant match. We've took the tag titles off the Head Shrinkers because I'm going to be splitting the Head Shrinkers up into 2 single wrestlers. So I'm going to be calling up the Dudley Boys to take their spot, and then I'll be hiring 2 more face wrestlers or calling up a couple of more people so we can put these 2 single wrestlers, because I think Earthquake deserves a single run rather than being stuck in the tag division, hence why the belts have been taken off him tonight. New tag champions have been crowned, but joining me now, Randy Savage. Oh, so Ted did make me lose my match, and Ric Flair is no longer here. He's gone off again. You see, this is a difficult time, and right now I'm going to lead the charge against Ted DiBiase, and he's going down for once and for all. Oh, yeah. An Invader attacks Bret Hart backstage. Basically, just simple beat down backstage. And then in a good match, Randy Savage, Carmella, and Dynamite Kid defeat Ted DiBiase, the ringmaster, and Mankind in 8:15, when Randy Savage defeated the ringmaster by pin with a flying elbow drop. Dynamite Kid 61, Carmella 62, Randy Savage 88, Mankind 64, Ringmaster 62, and Ted DiBiase 72. Ringmaster in Performance and Carmella in Technical 75B-. Oh yeah. In a extremely short match, Big Boss Man defeated Arn Anderson in 4:55 by pinfall. Big Boss Man 65, Arn Anderson 69. Boss Man in Technical, Sony C+. Our main event of the night is Jerry Lawler versus Bam Bam Bigelow, which is not going to be a big main event. It's probably the worst time for these guys to do. And in a decent match, Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Jerry Lawler in 1955 by pinfall with a diving headbutt. Bam Bam Bigelow 65, Jerry Lawler 65. Bam Bam Bigelow 65, Jerry Lawler a bit less than that, actually. 55, yeah. And the reason these matches are doing terrible is because they are heel versus heel, but I forgot to make sure that I didn't keep putting too many heels through. But now we know. Next week it will be Bam Bam Bigelow and Arn Anderson teaming up against Davey Boy Smith and Yokozuna. And the reason we're going to be doing it that way is it's the 2 people who are going to be facing on the pay-per-view. So you'll have Davey Boy Smith and Yokozuna are taking on the team of Bam Bam Bigelow and Arn Anderson. But the issue is next week, Bam Bam Bigelow. Where's Davey Boy? Davey Boy there, Yokozuna there. At least there's a few main eventers in next week's match. I'm struggling though, guys. Help me out. There's Arn Anderson and Bam Bam Bigelow. The issue is they've got to be friends next week, but they will be facing each other on the King of the Ring pay-per-view. So Arn Anderson will be taking on Bam Bam Bigelow in the main event of the first match. Now, the main event of the show will be Bret Hart versus Vader for the World Championship, but the semi-main will, of course, be the finals to the King of the Ring, and I think for some reason I've put a load of heels through, which I did not mean to do. I know who's going to win the show, but it was meant to not get like this. But 59C is what happens when you have a load of feuds. Yeah, 64C lost popularity across all regions. We did a good show last week. It was that main event what killed us. I knew it was going to. I knew I should have done the 6-man tag as the main event and push that back, but because it's important to me, I wanted the King of the Ring to go over. Just had a phone call from my bank, which was fun. No. So we're going to have a quick look and see what's going on. So we're just waiting for the game to register, guys. I'm sorry if I've gone quiet, because I'm trying to work out what's happened with my King of the Ring stuff. Because I dropped everything on my phone. That's what happened. Randy Savage didn't go through. It's because I changed the entire plan. Randy Savage was meant to be the only face in the finals. That's where it's gone wrong. Anyway, we'll get there when the game decides to load. But this is Universo 2000. Andres Reyes Gonzalez, born April 18th, 1963, is a Mexican professional wrestler or luchador who's best known under the ring name Universe 2000. Are we going to get there? No. Well, later on, I'll put a quick interlude after, once it's loaded, where you guys will see what WCW did to compete with us. But I'll see you in a few clicks once it's loaded. Well, that was a waste of time. So Saturday night main event. Saturday night got a 79B. Let's have a look at this. Cole Twins defeated Team Slaughter. Shadow Lions went to no contest with the Ring Kings. Sting and Lex Luger defeated Tex and Shanghai. Warrior defeated Brandon Anderson. Warrior and Lex Luger then have a brawl. Paul Orndorff defeated Joey Maggs. And then Barry Windham and Michael Haynes. And Michael Haynes defeated Barry Windham. But Nitro did better than us as we thought it would, as they got 12,000 people in the thing. Brad Armstrong defeated Brad Anderson and has pretty much interviewed Roddy Piper and the Black Top Bully, and then Steamboat and Douglas defeated Piper and Black Top Bully to retain the tag team titles. And then their superstars on Raw was right down here, which is fair enough. Raw was shit. As you can see, Ric Flair has signed with the WCW. Now, the issue with this is, I had him on a pay-per-view appearance deal, as it was, but they weren't interested in him. The contract was coming up, but I can't show you, but his contract is 10 years. I know for a fact it's 10 years, because I actually went into the game once they signed him to see how long they signed him for, because we offered him a 10-year contract, and they actually counteracted it, which is the first time I've ever seen that in a game. But yes, my friends, the WWF is rocking and rolling. We've got a week away, and we've got another Superstars, another Raw, and then we've got King of the Ring. And hopefully this show might be a bit better. I'm not going to be putting that tag match in the main event. I've got a bigger main event planned for next week, which will feature Bret Hart, Randy Savage taking on the team of Vader and Ted DiBiase. That is your main event next week on Raw. So join us for Raw and Superstars next week. Welcome to Superstars. Later on, we are at war with WCW, and the war begins. But WCW have offered a contract to Sting with his contract coming up, which means we could easily outbid them because they're offering him a pay-per-view appearance deal. We're offering him a written deal. That means Sting could possibly be joining the WWF. This is Monday, week 4 of June 1993. We've got 2 years, 1995, till we can start doing In Your House monthly events, which is really annoying me. So, yeah. But in a decent match, the Tonga Kid defeated Rob Van Dam in 5:53 by pin for the Samoan Drop. The Tonga Kid 55, Rob Van Dam 46. These two have got chemistry, RVD performance. I just realised the Tonga Kid hasn't performed in over a month. The last time he appeared in a match was Monday, week 1 of April, May, June. Yeah, May. So that's why he's in a match tonight. In about good heat and decent wrestling, Dynamite Kid defeated Joey Lawler in 7:47 by pin with the diving headbutt. Joey Lawler 4:57, Dynamite Kid 4:49. No work appearance, 57C minus. We told you we could do it, and we have done it. We have won the tag team titles. Now we stand tall and proud, and this Sunday night, Jet Set, you got a shot, and we're going to destroy you. Well, there you go. You heard it here, guys. Jet Set have got a shot of the tag team titles. As you can see, our tag division is quite full. So we have got a lot of great tag teams. So I'm really happy that the one thing I love about wrestling is tag team wrestling and being able to see some of the best tag teams in WWF. And we've got 2 there, Jet Set versus Headshringers. That's going to be a good one. In a extremely short match, Typhoon defeated Crush in 5:01 by pin with the running splash. Typhoon 52, Crush 55. As I said, these guys are going as single competitors now. They're no longer part of the tag team division. Video is showing Carmella or something. 57C minus. In a decent match, Julie Bancher defeated Carmella in 8:18 by submission. Julie Bancher 63, Carmella 57, Camilla and Techno 64C. In about a decent wrestling match, Ultimo Dragon defeated Mankind in 6:34 by pin for the Asian DDT. Mankind 65, Ultimo Dragon 47, no work appearance. Now, the Great Muta is now officially a main eventer in the WWF. It's no word of a lie, he is a main event, and therefore he's in action. Against the Earthquake tonight in the main event. And about fantastic heat and good wrestling, Earthquake defeated the Great Muda in 1441 by from the running senton bomb. The Great Muda 66, Earthquake 68, no work improvement, 66E plus. When the show there, once again, Big John Studd not doing very well on commentary, but he seems to be improving every week, so I'll let him off. 65C, we're going to go to the Go Home show before King of the Ring, and of course, don't forget the storylines ain't going to finish King of the Ring because we've still got SummerSlam to deal with. So yeah, that's where we're at now. But there we go, that's that done. We'll see you for Superstars in a couple of ticks. So after this, I'm going to go in and change Eastern State Championship Wrestling and their product details, because I've just realised I'm behind on that. It's still ECW. It's not the right promotion. It's not ECW in here, but we've got 15,637 at the CTXL Centre tonight. Oh yes! Tonight these three men go to war in that ring ahead of this Sunday night's King of the Ring. Tonight they prove why this Sunday they will win. This is Monday Night Raw, and you don't want to miss this action. Oh no! I thought it worked better if we had Paul Bearer doing it. And then we have our video package with Vader, Hart, Taker, Savage, Slaughter, Boss Man, Yokozuna, and Everboy Smith. And in a decent match, the Ringmaster defeated Juice Wonder Liger in 720 by pin for the stun gun. Ringmaster 62, Juice Wonder Liger 60. Ringmaster informs he will be given time off because of the injury, so after tonight that'll be his final appearance for a while. In a decent match, the Jet Sets defeat the Blue Brothers in 633 when Eddie Guerrero defeated Ron Harris by pin with a Frog Splash. Rey Mysterio Jr. 50, Eddie 62, Ron 46, Don 48, and Ron Harris in performance. Eddie carried the match from Roman's ring performance. It's better to give them a win ahead of their championship match against some big opponents. And then Vader gets the mic. Don't listen to Paul. They're not going to win. We'll win. Why? Because we are the best in the world. You have been lied to by WWF, and we're the top three, guys, not them three. It is our time. An 80B plus there, not bad. 72B minus for hyping up the next heel versus heel match. In above a great heat and good wrestling, Davey Boy Smith and Yokozuna defeat Arn Anderson and Bama Bigelow in 639 when Davey Boy defeated Arn Anderson by pin for the running Power Slam. Bam Bam 67, Arn 70, Yokozuna 65, Davey Boy 70. Yoko in Technal 69C plus, not bad. In an exceptional match, Sergeant Slaughter defeated Mr. Perfect in 639 by pinfall. Mr. Perfect 84-5, Sergeant Slaughter 75, no work bumps, 639. That's Gemma. I'll just stop that for a second. Hold on. Cool. Hold on, I can't do it.
Hello. We are not available now. Please.
Call you back, recording. That should cover it. 73B minus, no work improvements, 73B minus, not bad. Then we go into our main event of Randy Savage, Undertaker, and Bret Hart versus Vader, Razor Ramon, and Ted DiBiase. 34B minus. And in an exceptional match, The Undertaker, Bret Hart, and Randy Savage defeated $1 Million Corporation, Ted DiBiase, Vader, and Razor Ramon. Were they really all in the $1 Million Corporation? In 2011, when Randy Savage defeated Razor Ramon by pin for the flying elbow, I did not realise that this was a $1 Million Corporation. But Randy Savage 88, Bret Hart 85, The Undertaker 73, Razor Ramon 64. Vader 90 and Ted DiBiase 76. Vader in performance. That gives an 82B in the main event. I'll remember the $1 Million Corporation because that's quite interesting. 79B increased our popularity to 2, lost its popularity in 3. That is a brilliant episode of Raw. Now the question is, how is WCW going to fare against our episode of Raw? Well, it looks like the computer's going to freeze on us, and it means that it's not going to load. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do this in 2 parts, and I'll see you for a quick rundown of WCW Monday Nitro in a couple of ticks. So I just got downstairs. I had to make sure I was recording. I got my lunch and remembered I'd done this. So last night we got a 15,000 crowd. It was sold out for Raw. We got a 79B. We won. WCW Saturday Nitro was just behind. No one really big on their Sting and Luger. And then you got WCW Nitro, which saw Steamboat and Douglas went to no contest with Sting and Lex Luger. Now, the issue with this is they're pushing Sting to the moon. But as I will show you in, if I can get this to work, just gonna have a quick piece of my lunch. This is Sting. He's 34 at this point, so God, he's older than I thought he was at this point in his career. Yeah, if we negotiate with him, then we'll get all these people going, yes, we really like him. That is their offer. 4 years, pay-per-view paying $6,000 a month, 10% bonus per event. We're offering him a 5-year contract written for $35,000 a year. He's not going to stick around. And that is an issue for WCW because if you look at WCW, they're at the moment, World Championship Wrestling have got, they're pushing Warrior as their figurehead. NWA Evolution, I need to change all that, to be honest. Which I'll do off camera. But you've got people like Hogan. Sting, Hogan, Warrior, Roddy Piper's down there as well now. But if you look at the storylines, thank you. See, Sting versus Hogan, Luger versus Warrior. They're going to lose that big storyline. It's going because we're going to sign him. So they're going to have to think of something quick. We're basically getting our own back on them for Nick and Ric Flair. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. And we'll see you again this Sunday night for King of the Ring. Welcome to King of the Ring 1993. I will have to change it because I've done 1994 in the opening promo. Second time I'm recording this because 2 things went wrong on the main card and I'm now going to record it again. But in a pre-show about a decent subpar wrestling, a little heat, Harlem Heat defeated Eliminators in 7:37. Stevie Ray defeated John Corus by a the Towering Inferno. John Corus 29, Perry Saturn 33, Stevie Ray 47, Booker T 49, Perry Saturn in France 42D. Well, they're wrestling in front of 20,000 people, so they can't complain. In a pre-show bout with Subpar Wrestling, Heat, Christopher Daniels makes his first ever appearance for the World Wrestling Federation after signing his developmental deal. Doink the Clown defeated Chris Daniels in 7:57 by pin with a whoopee cushion. Daniels 29, Doink the Clown 53, no working roots. 47D, he'll become an excellent worker as the years go on. Hopefully. In a poor pre-show match, IRS, the Tonga Kid and Chris Benoit defeated Tiger Mask, Conan and Barry Hort. It's an 8:20 when Chris Benoit defeated Barry Hort by pinfall with a cripple crossface. Barry 29, Conan 35, Tiger Mask 44, Benoit 54, Tonga Kid 51 and IRS 57. Tiger Mask in Rumble 51D+. In a poor pre-show match, Terry Taylor and the Rock and Roll Express defeated Rocky Johnson and Dudley Boys in 8 and 9 when Terry Taylor defeated Bobby Ray Dudley by pin with a flying forearm smash. Roll Getson 53, Ricky Morton 51, Terry Taylor 59, Rocky Johnson 44, Bobby Ray Dudley 32 and Devon 27. Devon in technical, Ricky Morton in performance 51D+. In a poor pre-show match, Dave Finlay defeated Rob and Dan in the 7:45 by pin the Tombstone Pile Driver. RVD 47, Dave Finlay 45, no opponents 50D+. Then in a pre-show bout, Subpar Wrestling, Little Heat, Ultimate Dragon, Coco Beware, Jim Burnsall, Doz Cars, and Brian Lawler defeated all these guys who are in the developmental company. So you got Hunter Hearst, you got Isaac Yankum, you got John Bradshaw, Taz and Vampire Warrior, and 7:30 and Brian Lawler defeated John Bradshaw by from the Tennessee Jam. Lawler 32, Doz Cars 32, Jim Burnsall 51, Coco Beware 49. Ultimate Dragon 44, Vampire Warrior 35, Taz 41, John Bradshaw 31, Isaac Yankum 22, and Hunter and Samsey 40. Brian Lawler in Rumble, Vampire Warrior in Rumble, Isaac Yankum in Performance, Jim Burnsall in Technical and Performance, I hope. And I will say this, rest in peace, Brian Lawler. I don't do it with many wrestlers, but yeah, I've never done it for Brian Lawler, so do it now. The same with Yokozuna. Tonight, from Madison Square Garden, the legendary venue plays host to King of the Ring 1993. Tonight we see Bret Hart take on the monster Vader. Will Razor declares war on the supernatural realm, and now Snickers and the WWF presents King of the Ring 1993. We go to the venue and then we see the set, but there's no pyro. It's very similar to King of the Ring 1990. What year am I in? 1997, you know, with the two guards and the doors and stuff. We see the set, but no Priory tonight. The fans are excited for the show, and then we see Jim, Monsoon, and Jesse, and they're like, welcome to King of the Ring. This thing is placed host to WrestleManias, and tonight it headlines. Hallowed Halls play host to another historical WWF event. And Monsoon's like, me and Jesse were here on that night in 1985 that made history, and tonight we continue making history. And just go, I love this thing, and this is the best place for this amazing King of the Ring. Let's kick it off with two semi-final matches. In about a good wrestling, great wrestling, and good heat. Arn Anderson defeated Bam Bigelow in 6:15 by pulling the spinning spine buster. Arn Anderson 75, Bam Bigelow 71. No welcome moves. The reason I made these a bit shorter is the two people who win these matches have got to go on and wrestle again later on tonight. So make them short and sweet so that they've got a bit of energy later on and they've got a bit of time before they get in the ring again. And in about fantastic and good wrestling, Davey Boy defeated Yokozuna in 7:16 by pinfall. Yokozuna 65, Davey Boy 73. Davey Boy in performance and Yokozuna in technical. Sony C+. In about a decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Juice from the Liger defeated Chris Jericho in 7:13 by pinfall the Shooting Star Press. Jericho 49, Liger 62, no reference, so 60-59C. In a decent match, Brian Pillman defeated Jerry Lawler in 8-6-18 by pinfall the Air Pillman. Jerry Lawler 57, Brian Pillman 56. No cruises don't seem to click. 61C. Well, got better than it did last time. In a decent match, the Steiner Brothers defeated Nadine and Owen Hart in 5:41. Rick Steiner defeated Jim by pinfall the Diving Bulldog. Scott Steiner 63, Rick Steiner 56, Owen Hart 55, and Jim Nadine Hart 60. No work for 66C+, not bad match actually. In about a decent wrestling match, Stephen Regal defeated Johnny Polo in 7:44 by the Regal Plex. Johnny Polo 47, Stephen Regal 59. No work improvements, 59C. In a decent match, Crush defeated Truly Blanchard in 8:22 by the Heart Punch. Crush 54, Truly 60, 63C, not bad. In a decent match, the Bushwhackers defeated the Blue Brothers in 5:52, and Bushwhacker Butch defeated Ron Harris by pinfall the Battering Ram. Ron Harris 46, Don 49, Bushwhacker Butch 52, Luke 44, no work appearance of 51D+. In about a great heat and good wrestling, The Undertaker defeated Razor Ramon in 15:13 by pinfall the Tombstone Pile Driver. The Undertaker makes defense number 4 of his WWF Intercontinental. Razor Ramon 67, The Undertaker 71. Undertaker in technical, 73B minus. Nice. In about a decent match of the crowd was Subpar Wrestling. Papa Shango defeated DDP in 6:26 by from the Voodoo Driver. Papa Shango 37, Diamond Dallas Page 42. No recompense for 43D. In a decent match, Carmella defeated Typhoon in 6:10 by pinfall the Air Africa. Carmella 53, Typhoon 48. Carmella in performance of 55C minus. In a good match, Masahiro Chono defeated the Ringmaster in 7:35 by pinfall the Yakuza Kick. Ringmaster 63, Masahiro Chono 66. Ringmaster in performance of 67C+. Nice. In a decent match, Mankind defeated Dynamite Kid in 10:20 by pinfall the Double Arm DDT. Dynamite Kid 59, Mankind 64. No recurrence. The reason Mankind got the win is he's a better ring worker than Dynamite Kid at the moment in this decade. So I need to get him a bit of a momentum behind him and get him a bit of a push. So 67C+ match will hopefully do that for him. In a decent match, the Headstringers defeat Jet Set in 10:40 when Fatu defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. by pinfall the double diving headbutt after a Fear interfered. The Headstringers make defense number 1 of their WWF World Tag Team titles. Rey Mysterio Jr. 51, Eddie Guerrero 62, Fatu 52, Samu 57, Eddie in performance 62C. So yeah, originally these guys won, which is not how it was meant to be laid out. I know why. I don't know, kind of quit in a bit. But in a superb match, the Great Muta, Sergeant Slaughter, and Big Boss Man defeated Earthquake, Mr. Perfect, and Sid Vicious in 10:11 when Big Boss Man defeated Mr. Perfect by pinfall. Big Boss Man 66, Sergeant Slaughter 77, Great Muta 76, Sid Vicious 56, Mr. Perfect 86, and Earthquake 69. Big Boss Man in technical and performance, and Sid Vicious in technical, and that is why I'm behind him 100% at the moment, because he's improving every time I put him in that ring. But a 79B match, that is beautiful. In an exceptional match, Ted DiBiase defeated Randy Savage in 21:11 by pinfall legally using the ropes of leverage. Randy Savage 83, Ted DiBiase 74, no reference 76B minus. I haven't got a clue what any of this is about because I've already put it into booking details. Road agents notes. Oh, the match should be overbooked. No. That's where the issue was. I didn't even know that was it. Didn't even know that option was clicked. I can go back and change it now. In a superb match, Davey Boy Smith defeated Arn Anderson in 2004 by from the running power slam. Davey Boy Smith wins the WWF King of the Ring 1993. Arn Anderson 74, Davey Boy 72. No arguments. 72B minus. See, it was worth him leaving where WCW to come back here, wasn't it? He's won the King of the Ring. And then finally, our main event of the night, of course, is Bret Hart versus Vader. Please be good. Please be good. Thank you for being good. In an exceptional match, Vader defeated Bret Hart in 24:50 by pinfall the Vader Bomb. Vader makes defense number 1 of his WWF World Heavyweight title. Gets us an 84B. Bret Hart 76, Vader 82. Vader flying. Even if it made for an awkward bout, these two pulled out of the bag. And guess what? There'll be one final match for these guys. I can confirm that now. Next month is SummerSlam. Is it next month? No, we've got 2 months till SummerSlam. So yeah, June, July. So actually, we've got 2 months till SummerSlam. At which point this rivalry will end and culminate. But we've got 2 months to rebuild all this now and get it ready over the course of 8 worths of Raw. But an 84B plus main event. Let's see what that show gives us. An 81B plus increased off popularity in all 16 regions, including America. This is the best show we've done. Now, I'm going to make a speech, and that is, I am so chuffed with everybody tonight. Vader, Bret, and I'm also going to give it to Davey, because Davey, and they still pulled out a freaking good match, even though they had to wrestle early on in the night. I'm really impressed with them both. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see what else happened in the wrestling world last night. I don't think WCW had a show, and then I've just looked at that and no, they hadn't. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this episode. That is episode number 6 wrapped up. King of the Ring is over. We've now got 2 months to kind of build up to SummerSlam, because there ain't any other pay-per-views now until SummerSlam, which is in August. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you live at the next episode very soon. Thanks for watching, guys.